This is an instructional video on how to use this Ginzu Groomer right here. One, to using this delightful Ginzu Groomer would be hooking it up. So, once you have your snowmobile back underneath the gooseneck hitch, the first thing you want to do is take out the pin on the ball part of the hitch. Then, take out the pin on the adjustable post here and lower your post down to just above the ball. And that should get you to where this Ginzu is set up to be run, or close to it. Once you're there, you take the electrical plug and insert it with the slot side up to match the receptacle right into there. Give it a little wiggle and we'll see if we're connected. Alright, so in order to use the electrical system on this Ginzu Groomer, you need to turn on the key of the snowmobile, which is right here. These two switches control the Ginzu Groomer. This one controls the blades, which we're going to use to lower the groomer onto the ball at this point. So, we're going to go up with the blades and watch what happens here. Down it comes. Give it a little shimmy shake and on it goes. Now, you can put your pin in before you forget. All secure. Now we can finish raising our blades. There, now we're all hooked up. So, while we're on the subject of these blades, this is really the magic of the Ginzu Groomer right here. These blades, if you can see them, are what dig into hard snow to soften it up and make it groomable. If you have fresh snow the day that you are grooming, you probably won't need to use these blades at all. You just keep them all the way up like they are right now. But if you feel that you want to break up the snow a bit to make it easier to get your track set to penetrate, or just make it more comfortable for the skiers, then you use this switch. There is one adjustment that can be made to these tines or blades. These springs right here set the tension so that there's more resistance against the snow. If you find that your blades are kicking back too easily, then you can turn this nut on this bolt right here, and that will increase the tension on your blades. The front one is for the front row of blades, the back one is for the back row of blades. The other adjustment that can be made to increase your penetration of your blades or tines is right here. So what you can do is take that pin out and lower the gooseneck to get more penetration, or raise it to get less, also depending on snow. These flaps at the front of the Ginzu Groomer are designed to do two things. One is to pre-pack the snow as it's going into the groomer, and the other is to cover up the tracks that the skis of the snowmobile make as you're grooming. Again, depending on snow, you may want these up in the upright position like that, and that would be for light snow, because you want all that snow to be going into your groomer as opposed to being deflected around it. You would want these down if you notice that you're making ski tracks behind your groomer, or to pack down wet snow before you get to it. You would want to put these in the down position like this if you find that your groomer is filling up too quickly with snow and can't keep up, because that'll deflect some of the snow around it, and it also helps to pack down certain snows before your groomer gets to it. It's kind of like a pre-packing system. And also, if you notice that you're leaving ski tracks from the snowmobile, you can put those down and that'll help. This is the Ginzu track setter. It is also controlled through the electronics, and it's what's used to make the track set for skiing. This is a replacement rod for this track setter because sometimes they do break. If you have to replace one, it's pretty easy. Simply remove this pin, pull it out. This track setter will come right off. You have to take this sleeve off and put it on your new rod. And then on the other end, it's simply 4 bolts that you loosen, slip the rod out, slip the new one in. You may notice wheels on this groomer. Why would there be wheels on a groomer? I'll tell you why. In case you have to drag it across a gravelly parking lot. That's why. So, in order to put these wheels down, in case that is what you have to do, first you put it like that. You can find this rod with the other rods, replacement rods, for the track setter in that box over there. You put that rod in the hole, and you pull back. Now, you've got a wheeled groomer. There is another option to detach your Ginzu Groomer if you don't want to use the electrical. Say your electrical system is down at the time. And that's this high lift jack right here. What you do is you take it off the snowmobile, you put the lifting portion of the jack underneath this front part of the frame, and crank it up. Now if it's one of those years where you're a little bit short on snow and you need to try to collect some into your groomer to do a good job, you can use these wings right here that pop out like that, and as you're going along, those will pull snow into your groomer and you'll have more to work with. Every fantastic, highly engineered piece of equipment needs some maintenance. This is a pretty simple machine to maintain, but what you do need to know is there's a grease nipple on each one of these rams. There's one here, and there's one here. So, about every, let's say 10 hours of grooming, you want to give it a little bit of grease. And the grease gun is on the wall, hanging right there. I hope this instructional video is helpful to you in becoming the best groomer that you can be.